What is up, YouTube? It's your girl Creole Barbie here with Creole Barbie TV. So, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I am Creole Barbie. If you're not new and in part, and indeed, and in fact, a part of the Barbie gang, welcome back. So right now, I'm currently sitting outside of work. Alright, you guys? I'm outside of freaking work. And you're wondering why I'm sitting in the visitor's lobby, right? So I'm actually sitting inside of the visitor's lobby because I forgot my freaking, well, I didn't forget. Last night I lost my ID, alright? Somehow when I was working, I accidentally I must have been working way too hard or something, because you know, you go be getting it in, like literally I really get it in. So I must have just like kind of worked so hard to where it kind of fell off my lanyard. So now I have to wait for the DO to actually come down and let me in, because for this actual facility I have to be able to scan in with my badge even to enter the parking lot, and without it it's pretty much useless. So therefore, yes, that's what I'm doing now. But while I'm outside waiting on him to come down, I wanted to actually touch bases with you guys, because here on my channel where you can ask me anything pertaining to the post office. And so I had a lot of feedback, and you know what? It's time to go ahead and start answering some of these questions, because I know I've been saying I was going to answer them yesterday. However, I really gotten busy. So today, I'm making it my duty to answer these questions. The first question is from Zakia Petty, and they ask, what is the pros and cons when it comes to PSE versus PSE sales? So, the pros for a PSE. The pros for a PSE, if you're working at a plant, is the fact that it's more of a fast-paced environment. It's big. If you're a people person, you get to basically interact with different kinds of people. It's never a slow day, because as a PSC, you can go pretty much anywhere within the plant itself. PSC has a variety of different things that you can actually do. You can work on the machine. You could be more hands-on with scanning. You can have more of a light duty job if that's something you're interested in doing. You can have a sit-down station where you pretty much just basically putting the addresses in the appropriate slots. So that's the pros when being a P plant. Now, one of the cons for me is the fact that I don't really get a chance to get weekends off, which I would like to, but I can't. Another thing is when it comes to getting converted, because the plant is so big, there's a lot of people, you have to wait until the first batch of PSCs that came in before you to get converted. And then you have to wait for people to retire in order to become converted. So that's one of the things that's kind of dimming for me when it comes to being a PSC. Another thing that kind of dims me when it comes to PSC is the fact that they have so much volume and not enough PSCs or clerks to actually deal with that volume. So therefore, sometimes you're working with yourself, well, by yourself a lot. Especially, it depends on what unit you're in. Like the unit I'm in, I'm by myself maybe 80% of the time. So that can go forward, because I'm telling you, when you process the mail in that plant, it's like you humping and bumping. Seriously, you are really humping and bumping. So a lot of people face environment, and a lot of people, you know, don't want to stay on their feet for that long and that many hours. So I mean, honestly, it's just all about getting used to. I feel like it's a workout for me. I like doing it. I love coming to work every day knowing like I'm gonna make this money. And it's good money in the post office. And also, what people don't realize is that certain things is for you to get your feet in the door. But I don't even plan on being the clerk for the whole continuing time I'm with the post office. Like, honestly, the post office has so many great advantages, but I can't answer right now, because that will go into my next question when I say this. So just remember when I say advantages, because you're going to know why I said that in just a moment. Andrew Lopez asked me about what is the difference between a clerk assistant and mail handler assistant. So a clerk assistant is like a sales. Basically, you work behind the counter at a local station in your area, and you're working the counter in the lobby. So basically, that's what a clerk assistant does. As far as a mail handler assistant is a person that actually gets the mail off of trucks. They also basically bring the mail clerk their mail. So that's what a mail handler does. They handle the mail. Also, sometimes they work at these robots, especially in the plants. You see them a lot. They're stationed at these robots where when it's time for us to like gather our mail, they either bring them to us or we go to the robot where they are, and they have to open up the robot because the robot automatically like has these mail bundles, and they put it inside of these containers for us. And each container has a zip code on it, and that's the zip code that we work on for the day. And so they actually work in that area where the robot, you know, when it's our time to get our mail, we just politely ask them, hey, could you open up robot number 4 for zip code 66102? Lawrence can get it for us. Mail handler assistant does. The next person I have is Edward's status. It currently says pre-hire list. What does that mean? So a pre-hire list means that you're actually on the waiting list to being called into to being hired. Once you get out the pre-hire list and they have you submit your background check and your fingerprints, that's when they'll put you under the offer. So therefore, just keep checking your emails because they have really some funky terms, and I understand that. But honestly, like right now is the greatest time to get hired with the post office because you're going to automatically come in as a 360. A 360 is the person who works 360 days, okay? With the 5-day break. That's something that you have to do if you're going to apply for a position that's non-career, which is entry level. So a mail handler assistant, a PSE, mail clerk, those are all entry level positions. Basically, you have to work your way into being career. And the way you do that is when someone retires or when other PSCs or mail handlers become converted and being career. And then when your time comes up, you'll be career as well. So for sure, just keep checking your emails periodically because right now you'll be moving fast paced when it comes to being hired with the post office. So the next question is from Takeez B. As does mail clerks wear uniforms? So in the plant, no, you don't wear a uniform. It's really just casual clothing. However, once you become career, you are given a uniform allowance to where you can buy uniforms if need be. If that's something you want to do, fine. You can also go on a website, USPS website where you can actually purchase uniforms. They're like $30 for shirts and all kind of stuff depending on what craft you're in. So therefore, I would definitely put that website onto the screen here for you to see. But no, we don't wear uniforms. We're just pretty much casual clothing. Natalia wrote, do you think you can take college course with a post office job? Yes. And the reason why I say that is because the post office actually will pay for your tuition if you take up something that's related to any position within the post office itself. The post office hires doctors, lawyers, nurses, things of that nature as well. So actually, currently, I've just actually got setting up with one of my HR reps to start doing nursing classes. And the reason is, eventually I would like to be a occupational nurse for the post office. So therefore, I would definitely look into that. If it's something that you want to major in that's similar within the USPS field and positions they have, then yes, definitely check into it because it's a great opportunity to have all your classes paid for with the USPS. Not majoring in something that is related within the USPS, you can always tell them, hey, you know, I am in school, so I like to have my schedule accommodated with my work hours. And they'll do it because there's a lot of people that I actually work with right now that's in school with their hours being accommodated. So therefore, just go ahead and throw that out there prior to getting hired or when you speak with your HR rep or even supervisor when doing your scheduling. SD wrote and said, how long does your test score stay active in the system? Your test score stays active in the system for 2 years prior to taking your last test score. So therefore, you know, if you want to redo your test score is still valid, I wouldn't even try to retake it, especially if the score is good. I will go ahead and just try to apply within a position that they have currently if it pertains to your test score. If not, then I will go ahead and apply at different positions as well. So, you guys, I hope that this helped you guys. Remember, you can ask me anything, hashtag Ask Creole Barbie. And please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, and drop some comments below if you have any more questions. Thank you guys. I just reached 300 subscribers. I am currently doing a giveaway. If you have not already gotten the memo, that's right, your girl's doing a giveaway, a $200 giveaway, okay? In order to get that giveaway, basically what you have to do is go to my last video that I just made, $200 giveaway, put down in the comment below, and I gotta be at work, so I'll talk to y'all later. Deuces.